Here's a question that I received from a coach the other day, and it's a question that I commonly get, and it is about the front arm. And his question to me was, Coach, how do I keep my player from barring out the front arm? As they pull with their hips, this front arm bars out. It's a great question, and it's a common problem. So there's some things that I do that'll help. First of all, if you're familiar with the series, boxer drill. Okay? Have them work on the boxer drill so they can get into the habit of turning with that front elbow working up and around their body. That's step one. The next thing that I do is a combination. You can do a combination between the boxer drill and the Horatio drill. And what you're going to do is put them in combination. Right here, take your front elbow, grab your back elbow. Now put them in the boxer and the Horatio together. Have them load, step, and turn and work around that front axis. Just see if they can get comfortable with getting this front elbow out of the way. This front elbow has got to clear and get out of the way. The only way you're going to be able to break that down is through a lot of reps. And so that's why I start with these drills. If they're swinging and they're swing mechanics, they're straightening their arms out as they're swinging, they've got to go back to some dry work. A lot of dry work. Then what I will do is I will integrate a couple other drills, and I'll show you here in a second. I will put the insider bat in their hand, and what I will do is I will have them go through the motion very slow, just turn into contact, and just really emphasize getting that elbow out of the way. I will combine the boxer drill with dry cuts on the insider bat, 2 contact only, just so I can get them to step and turn and get them comfortable turning with their core versus running with their hands or getting their hands nice and loose. It's what happens a lot of times when players, they initiate their hips, this upper body gets loose and it elongates in here. Now they're reaching out, they're going to get stretched out, and they'll end up rolling through. So as their hips turn, their upper body is going to come with it. So between the boxer drill and the dry cuts on the insider bat, you can start to break that down. Another drill that we use is the one-handed drill. Take your backhand, put it on the back thigh, get into an athletic stance, and just have them get into a set position. Throw some soft toss to them and see if they can just make contact only without extending. They've got to learn to get to this contact position right in here without the extension part, because that's what we're training. We want to isolate this turning of this motion right in here so they can get that elbow out of the way. You can integrate a T, do some T work, and get to motion as quick as possible. Another technique that I will use, and you've seen this in my training material, is the contact drill into the contact pad. And physically putting your hands on them when they are in those positions so you can get them to here to here. And if this elbow's out of position, you're going to have to reposition them. If they start to lengthen up in here, put your hand on their elbow, one hand on the front elbow, one hand on their back elbow, and just help them work on their turn so they can get to this point consistently. If they can get here consistently in your dry turns, you can then start moving them to balls in motion.